Hey everyone, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing this live and hopefully you guys are able to watch it live. If not, thank you for watching post live. But I thought I'd come on here and talk about something that I was thinking about, and I actually typed up and posted at several of the Facebook pages over at MLP Forums, the Equestria Daily's message board, and even on DeviantArt. Yeah, DeviantArt, I'll provide a link to that down below. But I thought I'd come on here and talk about what you see right there, and probably what you read in the description. But yeah, Chrysalis, Cream Chrysalis from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, as a lot of you know, is coming back at the start of season 8. We know she's going to be in the season 8 premiere, but we don't know if that's just going to be resolved around, if the issue is going to be resolved around there, or if it's going to be the start of a season-long arc. My guess, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people are favoring this, looking at it like this as well, is we're going to have a season-long arc. Yeah, we're gonna have a season-long arc to basically, build to something big in the end. Because the other big news that came out for season 8 was Tirek, Turek. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Tirek, Lord Tirek, if you will. Is coming back as well, and he's going to be in the finale for season 8 um, for next year. He's going to be in the finale. So, how does this all tie into the subject, to the title of this video, to the subject I want to talk about? Well, let me read off basically what I have here. Let me read off what I have here. This is what I said. This is what I typed up and posted at several of the message boards and all that. But here's what I said. I said, and I quote, "It may seem that DHX/Hasbro is heading in that direction. I mean, why else would they decide to bring Tirek back in the season 8 finale, if that probably won't be the case? Well, because it just might be. I mean, when you honestly think about it, we really haven't had a full season arc since season 4. And season 8 could be that season where we get another season long arc. And this could be why Chrysalis is seen in the season 8 premiere and Tirek is slated for the season 8 finale. Because throughout the season, we will have episodes every few weeks of the 26 episode run, I would assume, that will build to something big at the end. And whatever that may be will play a huge part in Chrysalis Reformation, whether it's Tirek draining her of her power or what's left of it, or him at full power threatening the changeling. It'll be it'll be shown as being a big deal. Now I know many fans don't want this to happen, but if you look at Diamond Tiara's reformation in season 5, it may have taken 3.5 seasons to happen, but it did, and the end result was the CMNCs, the Cutie Mark Crusaders, getting their cutie marks in the end. And you know what? It was treated as a big deal. Why? Because it took nearly 4 seasons for it to happen. And at the same time, they helped reform a character that many felt was unreformable, in other words, unredeemable. So if you look at how season 8 may play out, if you look at how season 8 may play out story arc wise, we may get a similar situation but on a larger scale, with the strong possibility of Chrysalis being reformed at the end of the season. But that's just a theory, in my opinion, of what I could see happening in season 8, now that we have both Chrysalis and Tirek in the picture. Do you agree? Yeah, basically that's what I said. That's basically what I put down. And the reason I thought about this is due to the fact that when you take a look, I mean, when you look back at all the seasons, okay, you take a look back from season one, well, not mostly, well, somewhat season one, but if you look at, well, basically from the start of the season, you always had one major baddie. Season one, we had at the beginning Nightmare Moon, Princess Luna when she was Nightmare Moon. Season two, as far as I know, set us up at the end with Chrysalis. They introduced us to Chrysalis. She was treated as a big deal. Um, Season three started off by giving us King Sombra. So they always had a big villain. Season four started us off with Twilight getting adjusted to her new role, and and basically, I mean, hold on, I'm trying to think. Trying to think. Did Discord came in season two, right? Discord came in season two. Let me check. Let me check here. Okay. All right. So, My Little Pony is no stranger to having two major baddies in one season. Discord, of course, from what I've read there, Discord, of course, at the beginning of season two, in the Return of Harmony, and in Chrysalis' introduction at the end of season two. So they're no strangers to this. Um, but it seems that what they're doing with season eight is they're trying to set something up because we, if you take a look at the history, like I said, you always had a big baddie. You had Discord at the beginning of season two, and Chrysalis at the end of season two. Um, you had King Sombra at the beginning of season three. Um, you had Tirek at the end of season four. But I think that was also being built up to that moment throughout some episodes. They were building up to that. I think because I think earlier on, after the rainbow powers were obtained, that they kind of, I think, was it a little after that that Celestia had the premonition, that dream of Tirek coming? I'm not really sure. Just let me know down below. Let me know if that was in the finale or if that was like building towards it. Um, anyway, we had Tirek in season four. We had Starlight Glimmer at the beginning and end of season five, even though she did get reformed. And of course, we had Chrysalis at the end of season six. And now we have the Pony of Shadows here at the end of season seven. So there's always a big bad that always seems to be built up. Whether they're returning or debuting, it always seems that you either begin or wrap up a season with a big bad. Um, but what's funny about this is, unlike Discord, Chrysalis isn't the kind that you could just start a season with and end her story arc for that season at the beginning. No, she's the kind that, as we have seen, is always saved for like the finale. She's always saved for like the big finales. I mean, season 2, season 6 are good examples. So, so what I see here with Chrysalis is setup for her reformation. You see, in my opinion, again, this is just a theory, and it's my own opinion. You can agree with it or not agree with it, but I think honestly, she is being set up to be reformed at the end of the season. Because just because we saw the animatic of the work in progress to the season 8 premiere, it doesn't say exactly whether or not that's at beginning, towards the end of that's around part 1, or that's the end of part 2, and that's going to lead us into the rest of the season. Because like I said in the thing that I typed up, and you can read it in the description box, sorry for the lag there, we haven't had a real season-long arc since season 4. So this could be that. So season 8 could be that season, where we get another one. And and just the fact that you have two major league baddies, two major league villains, antagonists being brought in for this season, that's kind of unheard of. I mean, like I said, they're no stranger to it. Hasbro, DHX, they're no strangers to this, but it's but the thing is, there's a huge difference between Discord and Chrysalis. There is a huge difference. I mean, Chrysalis was able to capture Discord unbeknownst to Starlight at the season 6 finale in part 2. So you can't tell me for one moment that they're going to waste Chrysalis at the beginning of season 8, because I don't think that's possible. I think what's going to happen is they're going to have Chrysalis and Tirek join forces, or something's going to happen where it's going to be revealed at the end that Tirek is one of the allies that Chrysalis has been supplying power to, or something to. And that's, like I said, that's going to be the foundation. This season's going to be the foundation, the building block to her being reformed. Because, like I said, like I said in the thing, like I said in the letter, or in the article, in the editorial I did, whether it's Turek draining her of her power, or what's left of it, or even Turek at full power, threatening the changelings, something around with either one of those, or whatever it may be, is going to be treated as a big deal, because Chrysalis has been a major antagonist since the end of season 2. So for 6 seasons, season 3, so end of season 2, going into season 3, 1, season 4, 5, I mean 2, season 5, 3, season 6, 4, season 7, 5. Now you got a 6th season with her. Now it's been 6 seasons. That's a little longer than Diamond Tiara. But still, what I feel is going to happen is they're going to use this season to reform her. Because like I said, if you take a look at Diamond Tiara, a lot of people from Voice of Reason, British Ninja, Josh Scorcher, aka Firebrand, Lightning Bliss, Silver Quill, amongst many at the Rift Cafe, and many other bronies and Pegasistas and other fans of the community have all felt that Diamond Tiara was an unredeemable, unreformable character. But look what happened. Nearly 4 seasons go by, and not only does she get reformed, but because of that, and the cutie marker, the CMNC is helping her make the right choice. Basically, not only did she get redeemed, but at the same time, the Crusaders got the cutie marks, which was a huge deal. A lot of fans say they didn't see it coming. Some say they did. They had a feeling something was happening, because why would you have an episode that would have 6 songs, one being reprised at the end, you know, have the Crusaders, talk about all the recent events where they tried to get the cutie marks, thus staying in continuity and acknowledging other past episodes, unless you were going to finally go through with it. But still, whether people knew about it or they didn't, it was treated as a big deal, a huge deal. Now, you take a look at Chrysalis, and you think, and again, I know there's not many fans that are looking forward to it, but I think the inevitable is going to happen. I think because I think honestly, in my opinion, my theory is since Chrysalis and Tirek are both being brought into the picture for season 8, this is going to lead to Chrysalis being reformed. You can't tell me DHX Media doesn't know that. You can't tell me Megan McCarthy don't know that. You can't tell me that Nicole Dubach doesn't know that. M.A. Larson, Jason Teresen, Josh Harbour, or whatever his name is, Josh Harbour. You can't tell me that the creative staff, writers, and all that, you can't tell me that they don't know that. And the fact that even in the comics, they showed you in sort of an Elseworld kind of deal what Chrysalis could look like if she was good. So you can't tell me they don't know that fans pretty much are anticipating whether they want it to happen or they don't. You can't tell me that they don't know fans are anticipating this moment happening because they do anticipate it. They know it's going to happen, but they just don't know when. But now that the word is out, that not only are you going to have Chrysalis at the beginning of season 8 and probably starting a season long story arc because of that, but you also have Turek in the end. You are basically packing. You are jam packing this. You're jam packing this whole deal. You're jam packing it. You're jam packing it to the point that people are pretty much going to guess what the outcome could be when the season 8 finale happens before you even put it into. Yeah, you're probably doing the voice acting as we speak. The guy that voiced Turek in season 4 pretty much confirmed that. You already probably gotten in. You're probably getting ready to flash animate it and all that. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You don't you don't add two major league baddies in one season that basically you've kind of kept away from each other in between every other season. You don't put them together in one major season at beginning and end if you're not building to something. Because guess what? That's exactly what you're doing. You are building to something big. You're building to something major. And the only thing I can think that they're building to is Chrysalis Reformation. And like I said, it could come any way possible. Mostly it's going to be towards the season 8 finale. I wouldn't put it past them. Unless Hasbro, DHX Media, and the creative staff throw us a curveball. Um, I don't see it happening any other way. Um, what I see basically happening is some kind of alliance happening throughout the season. Basically, something's going to happen where it's going to be revealed that she's working with somebody. We may not know who it is, but we probably have a clue who it is because, like I said, the voice actor of Tirek already told us that the character was coming back. So, we, you know, so throughout the season, we could have her. Because I believe, because here's the thing, I don't think they're going to do 26 episodes straight. Of course, they're going to do the hiatus during summer and all that, but I don't think they're going to do 26 episodes, where it's just basically building up to the big finale for season 8. Now, I wouldn't put it past them if they did, but usually they do it every other week. Every other week, they've done it in season 4, they've done it in other seasons. Every other week, they use an episode, every few weeks, I should say, they use an episode to build to the finale, to build on the story arc that they're working, that the season is um, based around. Season 4, they didn't, season 4, they didn't build on the rain. on season 4, they didn't really get into when they got into the rainbow power related episodes for each character. It wasn't, back to back to back to back. No, it was basically one every other week or every few weeks. So that way you could take a breather. That's why every few weeks you got a rainbow powered episode that featured Rainbow Dash, and then about 2 weeks later, you got one featuring Rarity. So on and so forth. Same with this season. They didn't really focus too much on the legends, if you will, the pillars, that much, except for the campfire tales of what Fluttershy was doing. Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash. Pinkie Pie's episode, and then Twilight. They were in between. It gave you a breather, is what they did. So, in my honest opinion, that's what I feel they're going to do here. That this is going to be a season-long story arc, that they are basically going to um, focus on an episode that deals with the story arc every few weeks. That way you pace it out. That way they pace it out. They kind of give it. They pace out the storyline, and they kind of give the fans some space to kind of catch a breather from one episode by giving them an episode that doesn't really have nothing to do with it, do with the story arc in a sense, even though it's in the same continuity and season. So I believe that's what they're going to do. But again, when I think about it, and like I said, this past week you get the news that Tirek's going to be added at the finale, but you have Chrysalis at the beginning, and what was shown in the attic of what she's planning to do, kind of tells you you're going to get a season-long arc that's going to basically come to a conclusion in season 8. Come to a conclusion in the season 8 finale, and that's probably where Chrysalis is going to get reformed. Because, like I said, however they plan to do it, she's either going to have a power drain, or she's going to see that at full power, Tirek's threatening the changelings, even if they're reformed, and she's going to be like, "Hey, that's the last straw. I might be a lot of things, but I ain't going to let you hurt my fellow changelings." So that may be what helps her reform. I don't know. We know Starlight will probably play a role in it, most definitely. But again, when I look at these two back to back and I piece them together, I think it's just too obvious in my opinion exactly where they're going with season 8. And again, it's just a theory, but my theory and opinion is we're gonna get a season long arc with episodes focusing every now and then, every few weeks, on said story arc, thus building to the big climax and finale at the end. And it's mainly going to, and mainly in the end, I think we're going to get Chrysalis being reformed. Like I said, I know a lot of fans don't want to see that, but why would you put one major bad possibly alongside a much bigger bad that one one now former antagonist turned protagonist, or sort of anti-protagonist, whatever you want to call him, in Discord? Why would you put her? Why would you possibly want to associate her with Tirek when the last time someone tried to associate with Tirek, he got stabbed in the back? I'm just saying. So unless they plan to have Tirek kill Chrysalis off, which would be a first on as far as well, wouldn't really be a first, but for a villain wise, it would be a first, but it wouldn't be the first time a character was killed on screen. As far as the show goes or the franchise as a whole. But as far as I know, it'd be like a first for the for the villain side, believe it or not. So it'd be a first as far as the villain side of things go, a character being killed off. If they're planning to have Tirek do that to Chrysalis, that would be a huge twist right there. Instead of having her reformed, I mean, just when you think she's gonna get reformed, Tirek just takes her out. But I don't. But again, knowing the show, they probably won't do that. I'm thinking what's going to happen is you're going to have her get reformed, and it's going to be because of this whole, like I said, because why would you have her have her in that shutterbug pony form take hairs, pieces of hair, and take pictures of the main six if she wasn't planning something that was going to last for about a season. So again, my theory, but again, my theory in my opinion is she's going to get reformed, and it's going to be at the end of the season. It's going to be in the season 8 finale, and it's going to be because Tirek either drains her of her power, what's left of it, or he threatens her, the changelings with the reform, even if they're reformed, and that's pretty much enough for her. So I don't really know, and of course you're going to probably have Starlight contribute in helping her be reformed finally, but again, I can't really say I can't really say how they're going to go about it as far as season 8 goes, how they're going to move this train along when season 8 premieres, and how they plan to focus on certain aspects of the story arc should they go in that direction, which I believe, and I think anybody else watching here believe is going to happen as well. So, but yeah, in my opinion, just a theory. I believe Tirek is going to not Tirek, but I believe Chrysalis is going to be reformed at the end. It's going to be because of Tirek stabbing her in the back, either draining her of her power, what's left of it, or even threatening the changelings, the reformed changelings, or and some of the unreformed changelings, and that's basically going to be enough for her. Heck, she might even sacrifice herself as to show that, hey, there is some good in me. I'm willing to sacrifice myself to save my changelings, to save my fellow changelings. I mean, here's what I just thought about this. She can end up doing what the Demona and Gargoyle and the Demona character did in Gargoyle, because there were several episodes. I think the Goliath Chronicles even probably did it. I'm not really sure, but it looked like she had sacrificed herself to save her daughter Angela. So I would not be surprised if maybe they do that. Maybe they have her uh, use what's left of her power, despite being drained of it or weakened, to take Turek down and to take him down and basically destroy and basically cause both of them to be offed, if you will, once and for all. But hers would be like a self-sacrifice for the changelings and all that. So again, I can't really say how they're going to do it, but one way or another, she's going to be reformed. I just feel it. Either that, or like I said, they give us a surprise twist and just have Tirek kill her off at the end. But I don't know if they. I don't think they do that. She's too much. Here's the thing: Chrysalis, despite her few appearances, is too much of a popular character to be killed off. So, um, so again, I don't know how they're going to go about it, but I can say that honestly, whatever they do, it's going to have a huge impact at the end of season for the series, because should the series continue for another couple of seasons, which I believe it will, after season 8, whatever happens at the end of season 8 is going to have a huge impact, and it's going to be treated as a big deal. So, but really that's all I have to say on it. Let me know what you guys think. So sorry somewhat for the lag there, but let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree that this is going to be the season when she gets reformed? Do you agree with anything that I said in the description and in the description there? Let me know down below. Comment if you like. I'd like to hear from you guys. So really, that's all I'm going to say. So thank you all for watching live, and again, let me know what you guys think. And thank you all for watching post live after it's been uploaded. Let me know what you all think about it. So comment down below. God bless. Take care. I'm out.